This week, we're going to start in Murfreesboro in the truss plant, and team lean goes to fixing what bugs you. It goes to quality and making things easy to do correctly, and this improvement goes to all of that. So the team in the plant took LED tape to illuminate the measuring tape that is used to set up the web saw. So when you're setting up the web saw, make it easy to get the measurement accurate. Love this improvement. Great job, Albert and team. Similar improvement here in wall panels. Aaron's showing us the exterior line. That table opens and closes depending on the wall height. So 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, whatever it is. And now they've marked those standard heights on the floor at the track. Easier to get that right the first time. Awesome improvement, Aaron. Steven showing us his improved cart here for collecting drops off the saw. We didn't traditionally have a good collection point for those drops, and it was a hassle. And we created these little stations to collect those, and the forklift can easily come in and grab those, but the fork holes weren't quite big enough, if I'm understanding correctly. So like anything, it can be continuously improved, and Steven identified that, and they improved these carts. Way to go, Steven. This is an idea that I believe originated in floors. We had a spot for just some extra material of different grades in case something didn't meet grade or needed to be replaced. Had it right there at the station. That's similar here. Everything gets cut and goes to the tables, but if there's wane in a joint that's not caught or a board is split, you want to be able to quickly replace that. And so just drop some stock material off at this chop saw so that we can get done what we need to and keep the tables running. Awesome improvement, guys. Having speed squares at the floor truss tables is definitely something that's necessary, something we've always had, but not a standard we've held very well. And so now we've got speed squares there. They've got a dedicated location. They're labeled appropriately per table. Let's hold that standard, guys. This is great. Jumping over to Beasley, this is the service and install department. This is the before of where they stock in supplies, be it adhesive, tape, fasteners, etc. Here's the after. That team is getting after it with some 3S improvements, working on Kanban cards for this so we never run out. Looking really good, guys. Sophia with some awesome continuous improvement in her Windows takeoff process. This is something she's walked through with us before, but continuous improvement is making this all digital. There's a lot of benefits in just that information flowing more freely. The labels are super awesome here on the floor plan. Just all the information called out, color-coded, super easy. Love this improvement, Sophia. You're awesome. Really cool improvement here, and I love how this happened. So Windows Service and Install helping the Windows receiving team unload a truck, and they got to point out something that bugs them. So when windows get labeled, every window gets labeled when it comes off the truck, but if you put the label like this, it creates over-processing for the Service and Install department having to remove that sticker so it's not an eyesore in the house. And they got to just stop and fix that process, change the process with the Windows team right there. And I love that we're breaking down silos and thinking about the next person, making things easier on each other. Way to go, guys. Fix what bugs you. Summer is coming, and we got an ice maker put back near shipping for the guys to use so they don't have to walk up front. Thank you, Tiger Team, for that. Congrats to the Millwork production team for being the safety champions this month. Got the belt proudly displayed up there as you enter the pool hall. A bunch of awesome improvements from that team. One I'll point out is getting their lockout, tagout procedures all in Gemba docs. Great stuff, guys. I believe Corey in Beasley production gets credit for this. So all of the shin smackers and trip hazards in the Millwork production department are now painted caution yellow. Great safety improvement. Thanks, Corey. Good visual control here from Sean. That pallet racking is where hinges are stocked in, and it was occasionally getting blocked, so we got a visual control on the floor to keep that from happening. Thank you, Sean. And Mark rounding us out with some continuous improvement. So we talked about training windows and having those labeled, but maybe you want to go grab something to show a customer that is not in the training window catalog, and you can scan it into the conference room. So scan it out of the warehouse into the conference room so we always know where it is. Made it super easy right there at the door. Mark, this is incredible. Thank you. Awesome stuff, team. Another amazing week. And what I noticed this week is how many visual controls were in the improvements. So whether it was Sophia's color coding and labeling the plans in her process, or Sean labeling the floor, the caution yellow on all of the trip hazards, just a lot of good visual controls. So Think about this week, how can you use visual controls to mistake proof or make your life easier? Have a great week.